It's easy to get to the other side of the river, where there's a large car park. A small ferry shuttles across every 15 minutes. It's a short walk from there to the S-Bahn station and the hourly trains, north to Dresden or south to Bad Schandau. After admiring the town, there's a very pleasant visit available and suitable for rail enthusiasts and general tourists alike. Eisenbahnwelt. Situated on the southern edge of town, just steps away from the station, is the world's largest model railway in G scale. The G is for garden and the scale is 1 to 22.5. Actually, the scale ranges from 1 to 20 to 1 to 32. But for the most part, all use the same track and are compatible with one another. In 2005, Lothar Hanisch from Dresden purchased an old farm at the edge of the village. Plans were made to convert the farmyard into a model railway and visitor attraction. Construction lasted 2 years, and the investment, excluding the purchase of the farm itself, was nearly €2 million. The model railway was opened to the public in 2007. This is well used by cyclists, as it forms part of a cycle trail to the Lilienstein, a table mountain on the east side of the river, popular with walkers and cyclists alike. The little foot ferry crosses the river every 15 minutes, or on demand. Just wave. It costs €1.20. On this side of the river there's a nice shady place to watch the traffic, and there's a pub, the German equivalent anyway, to purge your thirst and hunger. This is one of the Sächsische Dampfschifffahrt paddle steamers, Pirna, on a morning cruise from Meißen and Dresden to Bad Schandau. Pirna was built in Dresden in 1898. She is powered by an oscillating 2-cylinder compound engine rated at 140 horsepower, burning about 100 litres of light oil an hour. She has the lowest draft of the fleet, just 78 centimetres. Together with her 6 sisters, they make up the largest fleet of paddle steamers in Europe and run an intensive summertime service along the river. Like many of the White Fleet, Pirna has had another name. Until 1919, she was called King Albert. Though there is one attraction that we're sure you will enjoy that is easily accessible from the town centre. The Kirnisch-Tal Tramway, also known as the Kirnisch-Talbahn-Kirnisch Valley Tramway, starts by the Botanic Gardens and runs north through the valley of the Kirnisch River to the Lichtenhain waterfall. The meter gauge line is 8 kilometres long, electrified at 600 volts DC on the overhead line system, and uses 4-wheeled motor coaches and trailers. The line is operated by the Oberelbische Verkehrsgesellschaft Pirna-Sebnitz, OVPS, which roughly translates as the Upper Elbe Public Transport Company Pirna-Sebnitz. This company also operates local bus services in the area around and between Pirna and Sebnitz, and is the parent company for the POE boat services between Pirna and Bad Schandau. The Littlefoot ferry is likewise making an international connection. This is an OBB Austrian Eurocity hurrying south. Its next stop would be the Czech city of Děčín, 20 kilometres distant. Superficially, Děčín looks much the same now as it did in 1855, when the Kaiserin Elisabeth Brücke was built linking the two communities on either side of the Leber, as the Elbe is called in Czech. The railway had arrived 4 years earlier, but that, as they say, is another story. We have another boat and rail tour that will appeal to travellers with an interest in railways. TTR205 features a trip up the Öresund coast in Sweden between Malmö and Helsingborg, part of a round trip through Denmark. We spend time in Malmö and the coastal Öresund towns before crossing the Sound on a Scanline ferry and visiting Helsingør in Denmark. Do join us. Until then, it's bye for now.